There is something that happens when a city claims one of its own. Not politely. Not formally. Not in the way cities issue press releases about local heroes and then move on. But in the deep, loud, specific, completely Oakland way that Oakland has always claimed the people it loves. The way Oakland claimed Tony, Tone. The way it claimed Mac Dre. The way it claimed Kalani and Mr. FAB. And every artist and athlete and human being who ever came out of the East Bay and carried the city's specific energy somewhere the world could see it. Today, March 12, 2026, Oakland claimed Alysa Liu. And it did it the way Oakland does everything. Loud. Real. Completely itself. More than 4,000 people packed Frank Ogawa Plaza in downtown Oakland starting before 9 a.m. They wore wigs modeled after her signature gold and black striped hair. They held hand-drawn signs. One of those signs said, "I feel so seen because of Alysa Liu." They came from Oakland and from across the Bay Area and from places much further than that because they wanted to be in the room when the city gave back to a 20-year-old who had said from a podium in Milan, "I was glad that I could bring Oakland to Milan." Today Oakland returned the favor. Let us set the scene before we get into everything that happened because the details of how this rally came together are part of the story. Mayor Barbara Lee organized the rally through her office, the City of Oakland, and Visit Oakland, the city's tourism bureau. Oakland Venue Management produced it. The free tickets were released to the public and they sold out so fast that the city had to announce a second release batch for the following Monday. 7,000 tickets were available. They went in what organizers described as record time. And here is the detail that tells you everything about what kind of person Alysa Liu actually is. Mayor Lee's communications director revealed that Liu specifically asked not to be told any details about the rally ahead of time. She wanted to be surprised. Not as a performance. Not as a content moment. But because she is a 20-year-old who asked her city to plan her homecoming and then genuinely wanted to experience it fresh. She wanted to be a person in the audience of her own celebration, surprised by what Oakland had put together for her. She also made one specific request about the format. She was offered a parade. A full parade through the streets of Oakland, the kind of city parade that typically marks an Olympic champion's return home. She said no. Not because she did not want to celebrate. Because she wanted the celebration to be about Oakland's community and Oakland's artists. Not about a single figure moving through the city while people watch from the sides. She asked for a rally that shines a light on Oakland's vibrant community and talented local artists. A double Olympic gold medalist who just won the most famous athletic events in the world said, "Please make my homecoming celebration about something bigger than me." The program started at noon at Frank Ogawa Plaza, directly outside Oakland City Hall. And from the very first moment it was, as Alysa herself said when she walked on stage, crazy. The entertainment lineup was built entirely around Oakland. The Fremont High School drumline opened the proceedings. Artists from TURF Inc., the Oakland-based collective that has kept the Bay Area's signature street dance style alive and elevated for years, performed. And they did not just perform for Alysa. They brought her into the circle. Alysa Liu, self-described hip-hop head, who said in her rapid-fire Q&A during the rally that hip-hop is the music that gets her going before she gets on the ice, joined the TURF Inc. dancers on stage in a circle of Oakland's own art form. A figure skater from the Oakland Ice Center dancing turf with the people who made that dance. That image is Oakland. Not a press conference. Not a ribbon cutting. A champion getting pulled into a dance circle. Then came Abayomi Lewis. A current student at the Oakland School for the Arts, the same school Alysa graduated from, who is also a recent American Idol finalist. He walked on stage and sang a vocal solo of MacArthur Park. Not as a random choice. Not as a general show opener. MacArthur Park is the Donna Summer song that Alysa Liu chose for her gold medal-winning free skate in Milan. The program she wore a shimmering gold outfit to perform. The 4 minutes and 8 seconds of skating that produced 7 clean triple jumps and a score that put her beyond reach of the entire field. A current student at her own high school, singing the song she skated to, welcoming her home. Sway Calloway emceed the event. For anyone outside the Bay Area who needs the context, Sway Calloway is one of the most beloved media personalities Oakland has produced. A longtime fixture of 106 KMEL, MTV News, and Eminem's Shade 45 radio channel. Someone whose voice and presence is woven into the culture of the Bay Area in a way that made him the only choice to stand at that microphone and tell 4,000 people that ain't nothing better in the world than Oakland, California. Sway did a rapid-fire Q&A with Alysa on stage in front of the crowd. And the answers she gave were the most Oakland answers she could have given. Hip-hop is what gets her going before she skates. She loves eating at restaurants in Oakland Chinatown. She looked out at the crowd and said this is crazy with the specific energy of someone who means exactly that and has no more polished version of it to offer. There was also a press conference before the rally where Alysa sat down with Mayor Barbara Lee and spoke to reporters. And what she said in that press conference is the most quotable and most important thing from the entire day. She was asked about the visibility. About the 7 million Instagram followers. About the fact that a figure skater had become one of the most talked about athletes in America. And she said it's been crazy how much visibility I have right now. Would never have expected that, especially from a figure skater. You know, like, we don't really blow up like that. She said figure skaters don't really blow up like that. She is a figure skater saying this with 7 million followers and a key to the city of Oakland and 4,000 people in a plaza wearing wigs modeled after her hair. And she means it as a genuine statement of surprise rather than false modesty. She really did not expect this. The hair flip surprised her as much as it surprised everyone else. And then she said the thing that matters most. About representation. About what it means to be an Asian American athlete in a sport and in a country where representation in certain spaces has always been incomplete. She said representation matters so much. That we don't really realize it, but having one person sometimes is kind of all you need sometimes. That she is always so grateful and honored that she can be that for some people. One person sometimes is kind of all you need. Then came the official moments. The ones that will be in the record books and on the walls and in the photo albums. Mayor Barbara Lee presented Alysa Liu with the key to the city of Oakland. Not a standard ceremonial key. A key shaped like an oak tree, handmade by artists at the Crucible, an artist hub and school in West Oakland that has been part of Oakland's creative community for years. The Crucible made the key. West Oakland artists made the key that opened the city to Alysa Liu. She is now one of only a handful of people in Oakland's history to hold that key. The others include Dwayne Wiggins, the founding member of Tone, one of the defining R&B acts in the history of Oakland's music scene. She is in that specific company now. Not celebrity company in the broad sense. Oakland company. People who came from this city and gave something back to it that the city decided was worth honoring in the most permanent way available. Mayor Lee reminded the crowd of something important when she presented the key. She said Alysa trained right here in Oakland at the Oakland Ice Center. That her father and family work here in Chinatown. That Oakland is not just where she is from. It is where she is. Then Kristi Yamaguchi took the stage. The 1992 Olympic figure skating gold medalist, herself a Bay Area icon, the woman whose gold medal at the Albertville Olympics was the last time an American woman won Olympic figure skating gold before Alysa in 2026. 24 years apart. 2 Bay Area women. 1 podium. Yamaguchi called Alysa a gamer and praised her genuine sportsmanship. 2 Olympic gold medalists in figure skating from the Bay Area, on the same stage, in Oakland, in front of 4,000 people. Congresswoman Latifah Simon addressed the crowd with a line that should be in every story about Alysa Liu going forward. She said we have a young sister who has shown us what it means to live life with excellence, beauty, on her own terms. And she called her an American hero. On her own terms. That phrase. In the context of everything Alysa Liu has navigated, the burnout and the trauma and the retirement and the comeback and the Prague withdrawal and the airport chase and the daily decision to protect the life that made the gold medals possible, those 3 words land differently than any other description. And then Kalani came out. Kalani is not a figure skating fan who showed up for the occasion. Kalani is an Oakland School for the Arts alumna, the same school Alysa graduated from, a Grammy-winning R&B and soul artist who has been one of the most important voices in Bay Area music for over a decade. She is someone Alysa has explicitly named as her favorite Oakland artist, repeatedly, in multiple interviews. When Kalani performed, the crowd that had already been electric became something else. And at one point in the performance, she stopped. She looked at Alysa, who was watching from the side of the stage. And she called her back out. She said, "Can you all make some noise for my goat?" Her goat. Greatest of all time. From Kalani. In Oakland. In front of 4,000 people. And Alysa Liu walked back onto that stage with her gold and black striped hair and her black sweater and her gray pants, the same simple outfit she had worn all day, the same complete lack of performed celebrity that she brings to every room she walks into, and she stood next to the artist she loves most while the crowd at Frank Ogawa Plaza made the kind of noise that Frank Ogawa Plaza was built for. Earlier in the day at the press conference, a reporter asked Alysa about her signature hair. The gold and black stripes. The thing that has become her most recognizable visual identifier in the weeks since Milan, the thing people all over the world associate instantly with her now. She laughed. And she said, "You're only supposed to know me by my hair." That is the level of fame I was expecting. Just the hair. Not the gold medals. Not the viral hair flip. Not the 7 million followers and the SNL skit and the NYSE appearance and the Teen Vogue cover and the Kalani calling her the GOAT in front of 4,000 people. Just the hair. She thought she was going to be the figure skater that people recognized by her hair. And instead she became the figure skater that people made their own wigs to look like. That people drove hours to see at a free event in a plaza in Oakland. That people made hand-drawn signs for saying, "I feel so seen because of you." That a city gave a key shaped like an oak tree to and said, "You are ours and we are yours." She brought Oakland to Milan. Oakland brought it right back. One Oakland resident named Maimuna Rashid stood in the plaza and said simply, "We love to see Oakland people shine. And we love to represent our people. So yeah, I took off work today to come represent and celebrate one of our winners." Took off work. Came to Frank Ogawa Plaza. Because one of Oakland's winners came home. That is the whole story. Right there in that sentence from a person whose name most of the world will never know but who understood exactly what today was and showed up for it. Alysa Liu showed up for it too. In a black sweater and gray pants. Surprised by everything. Grateful for all of it. Asking not to know the details in advance because she wanted to feel it fresh. Dancing turf with TURF Inc. Eating at Chinatown restaurants. Listening to the school she graduated from sing the song she skated to win gold. Coming home.